Hey, I'm in Paris. 2023 has been a massive year for the introduction of artificial intelligence in project management. I'm not ashamed to admit that just 7 or 8 months ago, I honestly didn't care, not in the slightest bit, about what artificial intelligence could offer to project management. But then I had a chat with my friend Andy Kaufman, and he opened my eyes to a few things.
I've been a little skeptical about any references to AI with project management. Of what does that really mean? So a lot has changed in this last year, and a lot of the articles that come out say how this is going to revolutionize project management, and I think there's a chance for some of it. But the articles will often talk, Stuart, about it'll analyze big data, look for patterns and trends, help make decisions. And I'm every day I'm with project managers, and they're not right now, most of them, dealing with that. What most of them are dealing with is, how do I deal with this difficult stakeholder? How do I better understand the requirements? How do I facilitate a risk management session better? It's a lot of the stuff that you publish videos on that they really are concerned about. And so as I've been spending time myself, I've taken a bunch of classes, I've done a lot of reading, I'm using AI every day now. As I learn things, I'll pass by people like, are you doing this? And they're like, no, I'm just too busy. Kind of like you said, right? I'm just too busy to do it. And I kind of know I should. So I put together a course that says, here are use cases, not about the future, not about when you have big data is going to go through patterns and look at these analytics and make decisions for you as a project manager. It's not that. The use cases are more along the lines of, I've got to write an email to somebody and I'm not sure how to say it because it's kind of sensitive. And going and talking to the person face to face maybe isn't an option, but how could I say this? Or a use case on, I am making a decision. Here's some options that I'm considering. Review the options. Give me some pros and cons. So the way I'm looking at AI now, Stuart, and the way I recommend to everybody in our community is think of it as an assistant or an intern that you can bounce ideas off, or an executive coach that you can bounce ideas off of. And if I pass something by an intern and they don't do a perfect job at it, I don't go, bad intern. I'm like, okay, they're an intern, but it's a sounding board. And what I'm finding is the tools are amazing sounding board. They just, you can pass scenarios by them. To my knowledge, I've never taken anything as is and just said, oh, that's what ChatGPT said, or that's what Poe or Bing Chat said. I'm not taking it verbatim, but here's just one quick scenario, and then see what questions come to your mind, Stuart. But I got an email from a leader at the UN, of all places. I just taught a class, and he had a follow-up question. And I was really short on time, and I thought, I want to give a good answer, but I'm short on time. I took the question almost as is and put a prompt around it, and just had ChatGPT give me a response. It was a pretty good response, and it was along the lines of something I would have said. I didn't take it as is. I made some changes. I sent it, and the person's like, brilliant. Thanks for the quick turnaround. It took me 5 minutes where it probably would have taken me a half hour to come up with something that, and who knows, maybe in a half hour I would have come up with something even better, but it was sufficient and timely and thoughtful. And it's things like that that can save project managers time.
After talking to Andy, I decided to take his course, and I started familiarizing myself with ChatGPT. I decided to think about what it could do for somebody working in project management. So one thing led to another, and I wanted to see if ChatGPT could write project documentation. In particular, could it write a project charter? So then we get to the heart of this. I asked it to write a project charter for a new project, but I needed to give it some details to work with, otherwise it'd just give us some generic nonsense. If I was starting a new project And you know what it's like. You get a new project, people just give you the most basic information, expect you to go run off with it and get on with it. So I did the same to the AI. Here's the instruction I've given it. Write a project charter for a new project. The project goal is to train its workforce in how to use ChatGPT. The organization that the project is working on behalf of is an investment bank with 5,000 employees across 20 countries. The objective is for the project to be completed by the end of the year. The sponsor's name is Mr. Taylor. The budget for the project has not yet been determined. The bank is concerned about project risks that may impact the operations of the bank. It wants to see that risks are being considered and that lessons from other projects have been learned. Okay, moment of truth. I think it's done a really good job on the key deliverables here, coming up with the training curriculum, training sessions, employee proficiency, post-training support. After seeing what a free tool like ChatGPT could do, I was interested in seeing what the enterprise-size PPM tools could do and whether artificial intelligence was enhancing their service too. So I arranged a demo with Keto Software and they really managed to blow my mind.
We can create dashboard graphics by prompt. And I think that's a very cool way of doing it, because now the PMOs or the managers don't need to kind of define the dashboard graphics. They can just write in a question, and this graphics in here, this is actually generated by AI. So we ask in a question, please provide me a bar chart and that answers to this and this question. And the AI is providing you the dashboard graphics for that. And the next AI functionality is that we can chat with the portfolio. And this is a very good way of the individual persons just creating ad hoc questions about the portfolio. And in this chat, I could ask, for example, what projects are not meeting their objectives. Keto is sending all the information about your projects, and now it's giving me a list of different kind of projects that are not meeting their objectives. So this is kind of the AI knows the status reports and the different situation of the project. They can give you these kind of answers. We could ask it, for example, what projects are not started and we should start them now. So I think this is a little bit maybe even scary for the organizations now. The PMO function may be removing some of the power because they may be not doing the reporting and controlling what information is sent upwards. The top management will be going inside of the tools and they don't have to read through all of the projects. They can just start asking different questions about the data that they are having. Then AI does the hard work of reading through and understanding the portfolio data. I could ask, can you provide me 3 new ideas for future projects, like this. And now, based on the projects that I have inside the portfolio, the AI is inventing 3 new projects that I could be starting to evaluate inside of the project portfolio. Next could be that give me one best idea for future project. Now it's giving me one best idea. Could be smart city energy solutions. Now it's giving me a little bit more than I would be kind of needing for this, but I will take it all.
Yeah.
Maybe not everything, but let me copy paste this text. So smart city energy solutions would be the idea. Now I'm going to add it into the portfolio. So I can add smart city energy solution. And I can set myself as a project manager. So this form can be customized according to the customer's need and the portfolio model that they are doing. And now I will be creating a new one. Now it gives me the project charter, the project card, whatever you want to call it. But let's play a little bit. The project description, I just copy-pasted this one. I just put what was the description that the AI gave me into the project description. Then I could be linking it to different, I want to grow, for example, and other metadata could be, I can select the legal entities in Finland, business unit would be, let's say, no, I don't know, solar classification. This is a very important one. So now I set up the card for the this new idea that we had. Next I'm going to business case tab. And now this is the place where it gets interesting. So I had some text that I inputted as the project description. Next thing I need to do a business case for this one. And first question is the reason for the project. And now I have this flower icon, and everywhere in the user interface of Keto we have these flower icons. And when I click it, now it's sending all the information about the project to the AI and asking the AI the question, please give me the reasons, five different reasons to make this project. So according to that description that was AI generated, it gave me these reasons to implement this project. When I have existing text inside of the text field, I can click it again, and now it's not generating content, it's improving my text. If I mistype something, it's improving it, and now it's making it more like a chapter, a little bit shorter and easier for the individual users to read. So I'm generating content and improving the text that I do. The next thing we have the reasoning for the project. Then I could ask the AI, what are the 5 top things that I would need to do in order to implement this project? And now the AI is generating me 5 different things I could be considering to do in order to implement this project.
So that's been my 2023 artificial intelligence in project management journey, where I went from complete ignorance and disinterest through to being an advocate and a fan. I'm really interested to find out what the technology is going to provide to us in the next year. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and I'll keep you informed of everything I find out.